Good evening and welcome to State of Business on our television. I'm Nadun Sirivardhana. Let's have a look at the headlines. Sri Lanka marks halfway milestone in IMF Extended Fund Program. Milestone in debt sustainability. Sri Lanka signs pact with Japan. News in detail. President Andrew Kumar Dissanayake held a virtual meeting with IMF Managing Director Kristalina Georgieva recently. The discussion marks Sri Lanka's halfway milestone in the 48-month extended fund facility which began in March 2023. The President expressed gratitude for the IMF's continued support in overcoming the economic crisis of 2022 and highlighted Sri Lanka's progress in economic reforms, macroeconomic stability and government improvements. Georgieva commended Sri Lanka's achievements including completing the third EFF review and advancing debt restructuring efforts. Both leaders emphasized the importance of ongoing collaboration to navigate global economic uncertainties, strengthen governance frameworks and support vulnerable communities. The President reaffirmed his commitment to aligning IMF targets with the aspiration of the Sri Lankan people, focusing on social welfare and securing foreign investments for sustainable growth. Georgieva reiterated the IMF's steadfast support, emphasizing the need for continued reforms to ensure sustainable and equitable growth. Sri Lanka concluded the exchange of notes with Japan and signed an agreement with the Japan International Cooperation Agency as part of the External Debt Restructuring Program. The ceremony held at the Ministry of Finance marks a milestone in Sri Lanka's efforts to restore debt sustainability and revamp its economy. Representing Sri Lanka, Secretary to the Ministry of Finance K.M. Mahinda Sirivardhana signed the agreements, while the Ambassador of Japan Akio Isumata and Chief Representative of JICA Tetsuya Yamada signed on behalf of Japan. Japan has been a key player in Sri Lanka's debt restructuring process, co-chairing the Official Creditor Committee alongside France and India. This cooperation reflects Japan's leadership and commitment to supporting Sri Lanka's economic recovery. The conclusion of these agreements further strengthens the deep bilateral ties between Sri Lanka and Japan, marking another step forward in achieving economic stability and sustainable growth.
Sri Lanka has come a long way by now, but the journey towards full economic recovery is far from over. We appreciate the strong support and cooperation extended by our partners like Japan, but there is no time to be complacent. The disciplined economic reforms introduced in the recent past should be continued, refraining from slipping back into past bad habits.
Today's agreement is timely and crucial in supporting the recovery and the revitalization of Sri Lanka's economy. The government of Japan hopes Sri Lanka will complete all the debt restructuring as soon as possible and steadily move forward on the path to further development. The development of Sri Lanka, which occupies a strategic position in the Indian Ocean region, is essential for the stability and prosperity of the entire Indo-Pacific region. Japan intends to further cooperate in the sustainable development of Sri Lanka.
President Andrew Kumar Dissanayake convened a crucial meeting with members of the Clean Sri Lanka Task Force at the Presidential Secretariat recently. The discussion focused on evaluating the progress of Clean Sri Lanka initiative and charting plans for its future. This transformative program aims to elevate society through social, environmental and ethical reforms. Present at the meeting were Dr. Nandika Sanatkumar Nayaka, Chairman of the Task Force, along with senior officials from the military, police and the Presidential Secretariat. With a collective commitment to action, the task force is set to advance its mission of creating a cleaner and more sustainable Sri Lanka. Stay tuned, we will return after this commercial break. Welcome back. President Kumara Dissanayake called for a strategic transformation of the Sri Lanka Insurance Corporation to become a key contributor to the national economy. The President made this call during a discussion held at the Presidential Secretariat recently. The President stressed the importance of efficient and productive investments to drive profitability and sustainability for the state-owned enterprise. President Dissanayake emphasized that financial losses at the SLIC directly affect the public, urging robust management practices to safeguard investments and ensure long-term success. The meeting featured SLIC chairman, board of directors and senior officials, marking a pivotal step towards revitalizing the corporation's role in the economy. Lanka Pay has announced the 7th edition of its signature event, Lanka Pay Technovation Awards 2025, Sri Lanka's first and the only Payment Technology Innovation Awards. The competition kicked off with an online poll for the most popular digital payment product of the year 2024 recently. The grand finale and award ceremony is scheduled to be held on the 26th of March in Colombo. Initiated in 2017, Lanka Pay Technovation Awards aims to recognize the pioneers of technology innovations in the financial services sector of the country. This objective is to recognize the banks, non-bank financial institutions, government institutions and fintechs who have been steadfast to the course of promoting digital payments, thereby enhancing customer convenience. Lanka Pay Technovation Awards 2025 serves as a tribute to financial institutions and fintech pioneers who have been instrumental in innovation, leveraging advanced technologies to reshape the financial ecosystem. It is a platform that recognizes those who have seized opportunities, adapted to change, and introduced groundbreaking solutions that drive the future of the financial services sector. The strategic partner of the event is MasterCard, marking its first partnership with Lanka Pay Technovation Awards. The platinum sponsors are Union Pay International and BPC, with Union Pay associating the event for the third time. The gold sponsor is Alipay Plus, partnering with the event for the second time. The silver sponsors are JCB International and Nets Singapore, with JCB International sponsoring the event since its inception in 2017 and Nets Singapore partnering for the fourth consecutive year. Banks, non-banking financial institutions and fintech service providers who have steadfast to this course and excelled in this endeavor will be vying under 14 award categories. The panel of judges chairman is Colombo Stock Exchange Chief Executive Officer and Lanka Financial Services Bureau Limited board member Rajiva Bandaranayake. Diva, the premier laundry brand by Hema's Consumer Brands, has launched an online marketplace to empower women entrepreneurs under its Diva Dathata Diryak initiative. The launching ceremony celebrating International Women's Day was held in Colombo recently. The new platform, developed in collaboration with Dara Sri Lanka, allows women entrepreneurs to expand their businesses beyond regional boundaries to national and international markets. Over 4,000 entrepreneurs from 6 provinces have already benefited from the program through training, mentorship and financial support. During the event, a panel featuring key leaders from Hema's, Women in Management and Dara's emphasized the transformative impact of the initiative. Success stories like those of R.K. Lakmali and H.K. Shanika Prabhashini, who have grown their businesses to reach export markets, highlighted the platform's potential. With this initiative, Diva is breaking barriers and paving the way for women entrepreneurs to thrive on a global stage, reaffirming its commitment to women's economic empowerment. Stay tuned for the stock update. Trading at Colombo Stock Exchange ended on negative notes today. The oil share price index dropped by 114.69 points to close at 16,000.78, and the S&P SL 20 dropped by 33.20 points to close at 4,775.10. The turnover was over 0.8 billion rupees and over 29 million shares were traded. Up next are forex rates. That's all our news for today. For this and more, subscribe to our channel on YouTube and follow us on Facebook. Take care and good night.